Mature bridal makeup with makeup artist Katie and best mate
Katie, bride to be.
Bride to be. Woo! So thank you everyone wanting to see this mature bridal how-to. So Katie,
Yes.
You're off to get married.
Yes.
Now, shock horror, I'm not going to be there.
I know, I'm really, really sorry because I really wish you could be there. Which is also a little bit why we're doing this video today, because I'm going to have to do my own makeup.
Yes.
So I've asked Katie if she would show me some techniques and things that I can use that are easy to do, that I can do myself on the day.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
So we thought, as I'm teaching this Katie to do her bridal makeup, you might like to watch along too, because even if you're not getting married, you'll learn some tips along the way and see some lovely products. So, are you ready for your bridal makeover?
I really am. Who thought I'd be a mature bride?
So, Katie, whilst I'm prepping your face, do you want to tell everyone about, well, your love story?
Oh, my love story with my fiancé. Well, I've been together with my partner for about 30 years. But you know what happens? I'm sure I'm not the only person doing this. You plan to get married and then you buy a house and then you're saving up for that and then you're saving up to do all the bits in your house that you want to do. Then we had children and now they're sort of like 18, 16, so now they've grown up and we've now got time to actually do something for ourselves. So we just figured, you know, now seems like the right time to do it. And yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, it's been a long time coming, let's put it that way. And he's always saying to me that, you know, he's just making sure I'm the right one.
So we're going to start off with your makeup tutorial with, firstly, before we go in with foundation, we're just going to correct areas of the face that need just a bit of brightening.
Yeah. Now,
this means that you don't then have to wear a ton of foundation on your face because we'll already perfect areas with this.
Yeah.
So this is our Rested and Youthful.
I use this all the time as well, so I know how to use this one.
Yeah. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of this, and it's kind of, this is an under eye. This is an Rested and Youthful under eye perfector. So it's developed for under eye, but you can use it around the rest of your face as well, which I'll show you.
Just to perfect different areas.
Just to perfect different areas. So I'm going to go in, and you'll notice in this tutorial, I'll be using my fingers, but I'll also be using brushes as well. Mostly I'll try to use my fingers because, Katie, I know you're not one to be packing loads of makeup brushes with you.
And I've only got 3 makeup brushes in my whole life.
Yeah, so we'll keep this as easy as possible. So we've already prepped Katie's face with moisturiser, and that's really key for when you want your makeup to look lovely, is use a good moisturiser. Sometimes, you know, your SPF is enough. It depends how dry your skin is. Katie has got really dry skin, so we put moisturiser and an SPF on. But if you're someone that has skin that isn't dry, then you might find your SPF is fine, because the less moisture in your face, the longer your makeup is going to really stay on. Having said that, the trick to applying makeup that lasts a long time is to apply lots of thin layers. I'm not going to do that in this tutorial for the sake of time, but if you were doing your makeup at home, or Katie's doing her makeup on her big day, apply thin layers and layer up. And it's the layering up of products that really keeps that makeup on for a lot longer.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Oh, before I do that, actually, we do want to prep your skin with some of the Cosmic Glow. This is a radiance primer. It's designed to give radiance to the skin, to lift the complexion before even reaching for foundation. And you can see it's got a lovely sheen on it that's going to create radiance. So we're going to put this all over Katie's face.
And that's the thing. I want my skin to look radiant. You know, I want it to actually glow.
And you'll notice that we'll also put it under your eyes, because sometimes just putting a touch of radiance under the eyes is enough to bounce the light off, so that you don't need so much makeup. I mean, you don't need a lot of makeup at all, Katie.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
But I think on your on your wedding day, you want to feel
Yeah.
your best,
Absolutely.
the best version of you, don't you?
And that's the thing, I'm all right putting makeup on. I'm not great, but I'm all right. But having something like this will just make me feel like a bit more confident in what I'm doing.
Yeah. Sorry, going past you.
Professional.
Now, Katie, you know how to use this product because you
Yeah, I
wear
love
this
this
every day. And I think there's something in, you know, when you're doing your makeup for a special occasion, and for many, many years, I've done bridal makeup, you know, for, oh gosh, I've been a makeup artist for over 25 years. So I've done lots of bridal makeup. But I would say, I always say to brides, you know, if you're going to wear a new foundation, because I think a lot of people for a special occasion or bridal makeup, they think, right, I want to get a new foundation. And I'm all for that. But you want to make sure you've really used that foundation and got used to it.
Yeah.
Because it's a big deal, and you want to make sure that that foundation is your favorite one. So in a sec, we are going to be using your favorite foundation, aren't we?
Yes.
Because I don't want to say, right, Katie, use a different
Something
foundation.
completely different.
Because, and also I know you well enough to know that you're not going to experiment with foundations before you go, because you haven't got the time.
No, absolutely. I'm just going to say,
Yeah.
I mean, my eyes aren't great. I can see how that's almost taken down the redness of my skin.
It's taken down the redness, but can you see how it's added glow, a luminosity? And the lovely thing, sorry, reaching over, the lovely thing about this is it's got peptides in it. So as well as helping your foundation go on smoother, look more radiant, you can wear this on days that you're not wearing foundation because it will even out the skin tone very subtly.
Yeah, it's my
very
summertime
subtly.
go-to for sure.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to put on a little bit of this Rested and Youthful. I'm going to use, I know you've got a self-tan on at the moment, haven't you?
I've made it very complicated.
So because Katie is usually shade fair in this, but because you've got a self-tan on, we're going to go in with the shade medium. And that's something else to think about when you're getting ready for a special occasion. If you're putting a self-tan on, you might find that your existing foundation needs to go up a shade. That's really key to think about. So
it's not something you should do the night before your wedding?
Well, you can do it the night before your wedding, but you need to experiment with how you look with self-tan with your current foundation to see, do I need to go the shade up?
Yeah.
You know?
I never thought of that.
So this one is shade fair, and I might even say, do you know what, I might mix in a bit of your shade. Sorry, this is shade medium. But in fact, I might mix in a little bit of shade fair in as well.
That's what's so great about it, because, you know, your face changes throughout the seasons, doesn't it? Or whether you're wearing fake tan or not. So it's always a good idea to have two different shades of either foundation or something that you can mix together.
Yeah.
So you can just make your own tailor-made shade. Yeah,
so now I'm going in with a little bit of the shade fair as well. I always say, I mean, this is me as a makeup artist, but I appreciate not everyone can be bothered to do this. But ideally, every woman needs 2 shades of foundation and concealer, one for the summer, one for the winter months. And those kind of in-between months, you can then mix the two together. Because our faces, unless you're really like protecting your face from the sun throughout the whole year, our faces don't stay the same shade. You know, they do. It does go up and down. So I know that Katie owns a shade fair and a shade medium. Usually you're shade fair, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I perfected your under eye. I'm also going to perfect around your nostril, because round here is where we get our broken capillaries. I'm just going to put a little bit here, just to, you don't really have darkness here, but this is going to counteract any shadowing that we have around here. And remember, I haven't even put foundation on yet, but the reason I'm going in with this first is because I want to perfect before reaching for foundation, because I'd rather apply less foundation, but having made sure that your face doesn't need
and also, like you were saying, it's almost like you're doing layers, aren't you, really?
Yeah, exactly. little bit on the centre of the chin. Now, people think, well, why are you doing that on the centre of your chin? Well, typically, if you're just wearing a little bit of concealer, like Katie is currently, if you cover your under eye and make your under eye look perfect, what you want to do is then go in and balance this perfection here with the other areas around your face. So around the nostrils, this is where we get like redness and broken capillaries. Center of the chin, we get a little bit of redness, but even if you didn't have redness, you want this to appear perfect, because typically when you look at a face front on, you don't really see around the edges. In fact, I'm seeing around my edges and thinking, gosh, I put too much blush on today, forgive me. But you might want, you know, typically when you look at a face, you're only seeing really the T-zone and the rest kind of blurs into the background. So I'm going to do a little bit on your forehead. I suppose
it just makes it look really natural, married all together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It balances. And it's also a really good tip that, you know, throughout the day, if you find that your makeup, your foundation slides off throughout the day, just by applying the makeup where I'm applying it now on Katie will really give your whole face the look of foundation without applying it.
I'm definitely going to have that on the day in my bag or nearby.
Yes, yeah, because this is fantastic for topping up throughout the day. It will perfect your entire face.
It makes you look like your whole makeup's been refreshed, doesn't it?
I'm going to do a little bit down the centre of your nose. Not for any contouring reason, just purely to perfect. So far, we've used, I'll put a little bit here, just to lift. So now let's go ahead and apply it on this side. But you can see already it's looking very, very natural. We haven't even done foundation yet.
Look good, doesn't it?
I'm going to come behind you
squeeze?
now. Yeah.
Breathe in.
Okay, so now let's do the other side. So, I'm going to see, I can see where I haven't blended. Now, if I don't get this perfect, friends, please forgive me, but it's really hard trying to teach you and getting things all perfect. But I will
squeeze round.
Squeeze round. But what my hope is that as I'm doing this, Katie can then take this video on holiday with you, and you can just copy, you can follow along, can't you?
Isn't it?
So let's do a little bit here. You'll notice when I apply this Rested and Youthful, I'm only applying it where the areas need perfecting, because it will blend into the rest of your face. You don't need to cover everything with this. And I'm pressing it in. Now, it is important that when you apply your skincare, and this goes with any makeup, when you apply your skincare, you always allow 5 minutes minimum for your skincare to soak in.
Yeah, that's good to remember.
So if you're in a rush in the mornings, it's about applying your skincare, letting that soak in, and doing something else quickly. You know, so because a lot of people are like, oh, I haven't got the time, but you know, it might be that you go in, I don't know.
Well, you told me this. It's like you're not giving yourself enough time, because my makeup always was sliding off. And then now I put it on first thing, and then I brush my teeth, and then I go and make a cup of tea.
What, you put your skincare on?
Yeah. And then I let it soak in. So I've given it another 15 minutes, but I'm still doing jobs.
Perfect,
you know?
It's, you know, we're great at multitasking, aren't we?
Yeah.
So it's playing into that.
Women rule.
We really do, don't we? I love being a girl. It's so pathetic, but the amount of times me and Katie say to each other, I'm so glad that we were born girls, because it's just so much fun. I love it. I love it so much.
I know. And I'm so lucky that we get to work together, because you get to do my makeup and show me what to do.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Okay, so we have perfected Katie's face so far using this and this, just two products. Just those two products. Okay?
Lovely.
Now what we're going to do is, because I know typically on a day I'd say this is enough for you, Katie. However, it's your wedding day. We want it literally like chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
So we're going to layer now foundation on top, okay? We're going to use your all-time favourite foundation.
The fact that it's called This Covers Everything.
Yeah. It is so good. Katie and I went on holiday in the summer, and this sounds really like, how this sounds, you're going to be like, oh God. But we never, sometimes we get recognised, don't we? Like,
oh yes,
sometimes we do.
Yeah.
But so we were getting on the plane, and the stewardess, as we were getting on the plane, said, are you Katie and Katie?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh yeah.
Like,
we
really
were like,
excited.
oh, thank you so much for your support.
She really liked it. She really watched our videos.
Yeah, we're really, like, anyone that says that, we're so grateful for everyone watching our videos.
Yeah.
Anyway, she said, you have to tell me, is this Doll 10 foundation as good as you make out in the videos? We were like, yes. We don't make anything up. Like, we don't use or buy anything that we don't love. No. So we actually ended up sending her this, didn't we? Yeah.
She was so lovely.
She was, yeah. She wrote to me after and said that she loved it.
Oh, that's so nice.
So it is a full coverage foundation. However, because this has a satin finish, it looks natural. So
it's got like almost like a serum-y feel to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, so I put a little bit on the back of my hand like that. Now,
are you going to do this with fingers again?
I'm going to do it with fingers because I know that's how you like to apply your foundation, but you are going to take a sponge on holiday with you, okay? And the reason you're going to use a sponge is because you're going to then, after you've applied it with your fingers, you're just going to stipple it like that, okay? So I will just pat it around the areas. I'm not wiping it, I'm patting it. And the reason I'm patting it in is because I know that the layer that I've applied of that Rested and Youthful, I don't want to disturb that. Because if I start wiping it, you're going to disturb that layer. Yeah. So it's all patting in. Don't worry about the blending because we're going to do that in a minute with a sponge. Okay.
The thing I love most as well about this foundation, which I think will be good on the day, is because it's got such good staying power. Yeah, it doesn't slide off. It really works. Stays on all day.
Yeah, it really does. So you'll literally go like this, Katie. You want to take it under your jawline. Don't stop here. When you're doing your foundation, friends, do not just stop here. You want to massage it under like that, okay? And then blend with a little sponge. If you want your makeup, if you're wearing a foundation, you're finding it's too thick, this one isn't, but if you did, you would take this sponge like this, you can get them anywhere. Soak it in water, wring it out so it's damp, and then you would just stipple it like that, and it would just naturally shear out the foundation for you. But this is looking really, really lovely on you.
So nicely, this
foundation. It does, it really does. So, Katie, how did your partner propose?
Well, such a long time ago, I can hardly remember. Because we've been engaged for about 20 years or maybe longer. It's very romantic, walking in Camden High Street.
Oh, really?
In London.
I don't know this story.
No, it was a bit, because we were looking in a window, like an antique jeweller's in a window, and then he was like, oh, should we have a look at these rings? So I was like, what sort of rings are they? Yeah. I said, oh, I think maybe we should get engaged. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And then just as we did that, this poor homeless guy came up and he was like, can you lend me some money? Not that it was terrible, but it sort of ruined the magic of the proposal. Yeah. But we gave him some money for the bus and something to eat, so that was all right. But then we just went in, and it wasn't super romantic, but it wasn't expected. Yeah, it was really nice. And I used to work in Camden years ago, so it was really nice to be back in old stomping ground.
I love Camden Market. I remember it was such the place in my teens. From I used to go there.
That's where you bought your Dr. Martin boots from.
Yes. Yeah, it's where all the cool kids went, wasn't it?
Not so cool anymore. Well, I'm not so cool anymore.
We're too old for it now, aren't we?
Yeah, tragic.
And so tell me, how did this wedding come about? Because
it's a whirlwind, let's just say that. Because if I tell you that I actually booked it last Tuesday... I'm not one for planning, let's just say that.
So we put a post out on Facebook. Oh, Katie's getting married. Katie had only told her mum the day before.
Yeah, and it sort of escalated really quickly because the original reason we're actually going to Las Vegas, okay, and we were meeting some friends out there. And we were originally going to see Dolly Parton because she was performing there in a small concert. So that was the whole reason we were going. And then, unfortunately, poor Dolly was unwell and
she cancelled.
She had to cancel. So we were like, oh no, absolutely gutted. I'll obviously still wear my gold cowboy boots though.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, we were saying, what else should we do on that day? Let's get married. But like I said, it's sort of something that's been in the background for a long time and we've put it off. So we just thought, oh, do you know what? It'd be a really fun day with two of my good friends, her and her husband. And yeah, we're going to see The Wizard of Oz for my hen night.
Oh,
I know, so that should be really good fun. Yeah, honestly, I can't believe how quickly it's all escalated.
So it's just the four of you.
Just the four of us, yeah. I did say I felt a bit bad about the children not coming, but when I asked them, they were absolutely not bothered in the slightest. They're like, no, I'd rather stay at home.
So you'll notice that I'm putting a little bit of foundation on Katie's eyelids. So this one has foundation on at the moment. Now, this is a really good tip. You can do this with your foundations, your concealers. When you're going to wear eyeshadow, you want the skin to really be as even as possible, so that when you put that eyeshadow on, the colour looks true on your eyes and any discoloration doesn't kind of mix in with that. So we're putting foundation on your lid. We are going to put a little bit of loose powder on top to set that foundation in because our eyelids are quite oily, especially if you wear eye cream. And what you don't want is if you don't do that step, you really don't want any creasing of that product. Because what will cause the creasing is the mixture of the product with your oil in your face. So we are going to matte your eyelid down. Also, when you put a little bit of loose powder on your eyelids before you apply eyeshadow, the powder creates a lovely smoothness. That means the eyeshadow just blends easier. And actually, if you're doing your eye makeup and you've gone wrong, just put a tiny bit of loose powder on your eyelids and blend with a brush, and that will really just help blend out any mistakes and sheer it out. Okay, so we've done your foundation. It looks really nice on you, Katie. Looks really, really lovely, very radiant. And we are going to increase the radiance, but right now we're just going to...
And you'll have to show me at the end because without my glasses,
you can't see anything. So I'm just going to clean...
You see, I'm not red anymore.
I'm going to just clean off my hands and then I'm going to use a little bit of...
Oh, what, the loose powder?
Loose powder. This one here, it's very finely milled. What you want when you're using a loose powder, because I think a lot of women get scared of wearing loose powder, if you can find one that's really finely milled, it means it's so fine that when it goes onto the skin, it just forms the thinnest veil, but it really does its job very, very well. You almost want a very finely milled powder that almost does melt into the skin. Anything that we're using in this tutorial, there's a link, I think above or below, and you can see anything that you might be interested in.
I was going to ask you, when you did bridal makeup, did you enjoy it, or was it quite? I imagine it must be quite stressful.
Yeah, I did. So before I had this company, Beauty in the Boutique, I had another little company called Pretty You. And that was purely teaching people makeup. I would do bridal makeup, I would do photo shoots, makeovers, what have you. And I used to really love the bridal makeup. I found it incredibly stressful because it's often,
pressure, isn't it?
It's not just the bride you're making up, you've got all the bridesmaids. And typically what you find is that when someone's getting married, it's a very emotional time. So sometimes, the bride would be sitting there, but she'd be taking phone calls of people wishing her good luck. There'd be bridesmaids coming in and out, asking her questions. So you're kind of trying to do someone's makeup and their faces kind of going here, there, everywhere.
Crying.
Not from the makeup, but, you know, it's an emotional day. So I would say it is incredibly precious.
It's satisfying though.
Yeah. But also, like, when you're the makeup artist, you're kind of like you're the calm in the storm.
Yeah.
So, like, once a bride got stuck in the loo, and everyone looked to me to be like, you've got to help. And I think because I wasn't involved in the wedding, I was of a calm mindset.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I got in touch with, you know, the hotel management and all the rest of it. But yeah, and you're kind of like a psychologist and a makeup artist at the same time.
Everyone calm.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I did really like
that. This is the thing, isn't it? Not everyone can have a makeup artist do their makeup for a wedding. You know,
yeah, not everyone's got the money.
No,
you know,
or the time, or the time.
Else. Yeah.
I just think this is so good for me. I'm really grateful for you doing this for me,
Katie. Well, I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, I'd love to be there, but yeah, I didn't get the invite.
No, loads of people are coming.
I didn't get the invite, but I genuinely did. It just so happens that I go on holiday, because you'd obviously not planned this. No. I go on holiday. I'm back literally for a few hours, and then you go off.
Yeah.
So it's just how it worked out. But I'll be with you in spirit.
Oh, thanks. I'll do a live link up. Be like Live Aid.
Yeah. So what I'm doing now with Katie's brows is, what you want to do when you're doing your brows is you always want to brush them up into their natural shape. Because typically you'll find that your brows are always quite like skew whiff like that. So you want to brush them up with a spoolie. I always brush them up, gives a lovely lift. And then I take the tip and then I comb down from the arch to the tail. And you'll see that just gives a really beautiful shape. You know, Katie's got a really great shape eyebrow, but, you know, all of us do, as long as you brush up.
Yeah.
So let's do this one as well. So I'm leaning over. Brush up. And then just comb down those ones there. Then I like to use this brow pencil here. It's very thin. So Katie doesn't need a lot of brow because she has a lot of brow already. But this here just mimics the little brow hairs. And all I'm going to do on Katie is, put your head down there, is strengthen areas of her brow that I think needs a little bit more, like here, just to encourage the arch. I'm just typically on every one of us, I'm just going to show this something. Typically, we all have quite a gappiness here. So I'll always just strengthen this kind of area here just by doing a line, just along here. And then I take a spoolie and then I comb up that line to blend it up and in, because we all have a gappiness here. What you don't want to do is make this part really heavy, because if you make it too heavy, this looks too blocky, and then that's when brows start to look fake.
And it's not natural looking.
No. Yeah. And then I'm just going to draw in little hairs. And when I draw in the hairs, what the best advice I can do is, you're not drawing a line like that. You're taking a pencil such as this, you're holding with a little bit of pressure at the root, and then you're flicking up. And that creates the look of a natural hair, because this is the root, and then hair naturally always goes up and permeates into nothing. You're not doing lines, you're doing flick ups like that. So that's a really handy tip for when you're doing your brows. And I just go in and fill out any ones that are missing. I'm not going to do anything more than that. And typically loads of us, like, especially if you're our age, we're like 50, we might have plucked too much in the past. So a way of knowing where your brow should start is, if you get a pencil and if you hold the pencil from the corner of your nose in a vertical line, this will show you where your brow would start. Katie's start perfectly well, but say if you had it here and your brow started here, you know you've got to draw in some brow hairs there.
Yeah, I always get my brows actually like waxed or
Yeah.
because I find it much easier for someone. Well, because I can't see either.
Yeah.
And with a magnifying mirror, plucking your eyebrows is a bad idea.
It is, and I think if there's one thing that I say is like, do not pluck your own brows with a magnifying mirror, because you see so many brow hairs that shouldn't actually be plucked, even though when you see them you're like, oh, they need to go.
Yeah.
Just don't, because most people can't see those hairs, and you end up over plucking. And I always say, if you've got really thick natural brows, get your brows waxed. If you don't have natural thick brows, get your brows threaded.
Yeah.
Okay. But I know, Katie, that you naturally get your brows waxed and coloured, and I think it makes such a difference, doesn't it?
Well, one, it's really easy in the morning, so I don't have to think about it. And two, like I said, because I can't see very well, I know that they've been done properly and that they look half decent.
Yeah. But this, you know, this pencil creates a very, very natural brow. So we don't need to do much on Katie's brow at all. Okay, now, what I'm going to do next is I am going to add warmth to Katie's complexion, because we have perfected Katie's complexion. So there is, if you look at her face, like there's no, I mean, it looks beautifully perfected, but there's no colour in there apart from perfection. Now, typically, if you're wearing a full coverage foundation, you don't want your face to look completely one shade like this, because you end up, it looks too artificial, because no one has just one tone of skin, unless you're under the age. Well, unless you're very, very young and you've got perfect skin. So to make full coverage makeup look natural, but even if you haven't got full coverage makeup on, wearing a bronzer, if you're over the age of 45, as we are, adding warmth back into the skin is absolutely key to not only just lifting your complexion, but also making your foundation look extremely natural.
Yeah, so it's almost like you're adding more, but it's looking less fake.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. So if you're scared of bronzer, this one is excellent, because it's very sheer, it's a very light bronzer, and it's also got iridescence in it, so it doesn't look totally matte. You're going to need, I'm going to say, don't use a big bronzer brush like this. It takes up too much surface area of the face. I'm not against brushes like this, but I like to use bronzer in a particular way that sculpts the face, because I want to add dimension back into the face. So it's incredibly easy to do. We're going to take this angled brush like this, and we're going to just dab it into the compact.
Can you tap off?
You could tap off, or you could just smudge into the to the mirror, or onto the back of your hand. Ideally, especially when you're applying bronzer, you don't want to go straight onto your face from the pan, because you'd rather apply little and build up. Okay, so we're actually going to go from the back of the face inwards. Most people start their bronzer there. But when you start here, naturally it means we're going to get most of the depth of the colour at the corner of the face here, which in turn is going to create more of a structure and cheekbone to Katie's face. Whereas if we go here, it's still going to look very pretty, but this is going to give you more of a tanned look, whereas I want to use bronzer in much more, not contour look, but very gentle, sculpted look. Okay, so you're going to start from really the top of your ear here, not there, but you know, where your top of your ear would start there, and you're just going to flick down like that. And it's little motions like this, okay? It's almost like tick,
very light.
tick, tick. And what that does, it means that by doing this flicking motion, you get most of the intensity at the corner, and then it permeates into not too much here.
It's like a natural shadow.
Yes, really, a natural shadow. I'm just now going to blend that a little bit with a clean brush. You always want to blend with clean brushes. If you don't have a clean brush, take your microfiber cloth, dust off, make sure there's nothing on that brush, then blend it. Now to blend, very, very easy. Always when you blend, don't splay the brush in your hand like that. Make sure your brush works for you. You tickle your skin and you're doing little circular buffing motions. That's how you blend. You're not blending like that because all you end up doing is really just ruining your heart, smishing it around. And that's why it's so important that your brushes that you blend with are clean, because you don't want to smush it all around. So it's just little tickles like that. Then I'm going to take the bronzer and I'm just going to go from the back of the jawline and I'm going to sweep across to your chin and then blend it down to your neck. Because one thing I don't want is that your neck looks a completely different, I mean it doesn't because we've got the right foundation shade for you, but you want everything merging in together, okay?
Now I've got a question. Well, kind of related. When I'm getting ready, do you put your dress on after your makeup or before?
Slow down like that. Can you see that's a bit more sculpted than that side? Just a touch. So
because I don't know whether I would say after, but
what I would do is I would do your makeup with a nice dressing gown on. And I say nice dressing gown because you might have someone to come take photos. Don't do what I did when I got married. I wore a lumberjack shirt doing my makeup. The photographer turned up and sort of said, oh. And I didn't think, she's going to have photos of me doing my makeup. So when I got my photos back, it was me in a lumberjack, an old lumberjack shirt with beautiful, beautiful bridal makeup on it. So I would say wear a nice dressing gown or whatever, do your makeup. Now, when you put your dress on, you are going to get, like, if you can, like a silk scarf or something, it doesn't matter, a scarf, actually put it over your head. You're going to need someone to help you.
Yeah, I'll have someone to help.
I know your dress, so I know it goes over your head. You're going to put this scarf over your head, then you're going to put your dress on over the scarf.
So you're not going to smush
anything. And then you're going to take the scarf off.
Okay.
The reason I say that is because I know you're wearing white.
Yeah.
And I don't want any of your makeup to drop down. And I just think that's a safer option. Very good question.
Thank you. So
flicking down again here, going along the jawline.
Can't believe
blending
I'm going to be
down.
A bride.
I know.
It's absolutely blown my mind.
Yeah. I mean, right, because Katie's got a small forehead, I'm not going to put bronzer around here. If you've got a larger forehead, like I've got a larger forehead, I would typically put a little bit around here so it narrows my forehead in. But if I do this on Katie, it's going to close her forehead up a little bit. So I'm just going to do a little bit on the bridge of your nose, tip over your chin. And then I know your hair is going to be down like this, but if your hair was up or if it was off your ear, you would tickle the top of your ears and also the back of your neck. I know your neckline is round like this. If it was slightly more lower cut, you would do a little bit on your décolletage. But you would do that when your dress is on. That bit there. Okay, so what I am going to do with bronzer, and this is a trick that a lot of people miss, is take your bronzer. I do this every single day just because it's just completely lifts your face. And you're going to take your bronzer and you're just going to apply it into your socket. And what this does, it just makes sure that all your skin looks the same shade. Can you see the difference? Katie hasn't got bronzer on this eye, but she's got it on this eye. It's now taking away that kind of pale eye look here and making the foundation on her eye look incredibly natural. Plus, it's also marrying up the rest of the colour on her skin. So it's so easy to do.
Such good tips. You just wouldn't think to do these things, you know?
And, you know, it's incredibly easy because if you were using a bronzer like this, it's not overly dark. It will look very, very natural. And then another thing I like to do is often when we've perfected our under eye like we have, it's really useful to take your bronzer and just run a little bit under the eye here. not because you want it to look smoky in any way, but because it will actually make your eyes look larger, because often once we've perfected our under eye, it all just looks like perfection like that, and we want to actually make our eyes look a bit more open around it.
A bit more defined, I
Take
suppose.
a brush like this, you can squeeze it with your fingers so it goes thin, and then you can just run it along your lower lash line and then smudge it with your finger. Can you see? That eye is now looking slightly bigger than that eye. Now, once we've got your mascara on, then the rest of your eye makeup, that's really going to come to life. Because I think your kind of brief to me was you wanted to look just like a more perfected version of you.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm wearing a big mask or anything.
No. So this is looking really, really pretty. We are going to put a blush on, and I think lots of people think, oh, do I wear blush? Do I wear bronzer? I always say you can wear both. And if you really want that beautiful complexion, wearing both just sets off your whole face.
The blush always I think makes me look prettier. It has that sort of nice flush to your cheeks.
It really does. So we're going to use this blush here. Looks very insipid, actually.
It really does.
But when this is on the face, it looks so natural. It looks really, really pretty. So let's swirl in. Gonna make sure when you're using your blush, you're swirling all the way in. You're going to tap off on the back of your hand. And then typically when you apply your blush, if you open your eyes, you know, if you go down just from the corner of your iris here, if you smile for me, Katie, this corner here is the edge of your cheekbone, okay? We're going to start by applying the blush here, okay? So we're not going here, we're going from the edge of the iris. When you smile, it's ting, it's that highest point of your cheekbone. So when you're applying your blusher, smile that bit there, okay? And this time we're just going to do little circular motions like that. Make it really pretty, very English rosy. We've created the sculpt with a bronzer, so we don't need to do more of that.
It really is just doubling on the top.
And we're going to put a little bit round here just to marry up, make it look really, really pretty.
This is so relaxing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, let me see. I need to come forward, Katie.
Here,
sorry.
you come forward. If you're in the way, I'll just push you out the way.
Sorry, everyone. I must say, don't judge me on my blush today. I put way too much on.
It's not about you.
No.
It's about the bride.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. Right, smile for me. That's better. It's difficult applying makeup from the side. Beautiful. And this has got a lovely little radiance to it. Lovely. Oh, Katie!
Don't look like a pretty bride.
You look like a virgin.
I am.
Oh, that looks so nice on you. This is such a pretty colour. Such a pretty colour. Oh, Katie, I'm getting so excited for you.
Well, to be fair, when I told Katie, I think she was more excited than me.
I've wanted you to get married for you, like just... And
I think you sent me a text and went, you have to do it.
Katie's partner is the loveliest guy. He's so funny.
He is lovely.
And he's just, he's a really good guy.
Well, we're both lucky, I think, because we have a really good relationship. We laugh a lot together.
You do.
And I think that's
you have a good laugh together, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm going to put a touch of this on your chin, touch round here, and then I'm going to dust off, and then I'm just going to do a little bit of blending. Now, the light is coming in quite strong this side, so if you turn this way, I'm just going to blend a bit because I need to just blend that out just a touch. Now, I would say, because I haven't got an even light here, it's a bit difficult.
Sun's moving.
So forgive me. But what I'm going to do is take my loose powder, dip in. This is my little trick you can do if you want to sheer out a little bit of blush. Dip into your loose powder and then just subtly blend over the top. And what that's going to do is just take it down a touch and just make sure it all merges in.
That's a good little tip, actually. Yeah. I think I'm definitely going to take some powder.
Right. Now, are you ready?
Yes.
Should we do lips next or should we do eyes?
I want to do eyes.
Eyes. Okay, let's do eyes. So I know Katie exceptionally well, and I know that when you do your makeup, you need your glasses.
Yes.
So eye makeup needs to be incredibly easy for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is why I never really wear eyeshadow.
So what I've done is I've chosen Katie some eye crayon sticks. These 3 sticks here. Now, these sticks, sorry, we used them yesterday when we were playing around with Katie's makeup, so we've used them yesterday, but they all work perfectly together. And you see when they're on the eye, they really have a very subtle sheen to them. And what I really want to create on Katie is like mesmerizing eyes. You know, those really pretty, delicate, but mesmerising.
Yeah, and especially when you're wearing glasses, you want your eyes to really sparkle, don't you?
You really do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this shade here. This comes in a set of 3. You'll see on the back of my hand, it's got a slight bit of iridescence to it. They are smudge proof. You can smudge them, but then you've got literally like 30 seconds and they'll set. So you do have to work quite quickly with these, but I think they're incredibly easy. And I think for your big day, this will really, really help.
Yeah.
So Katie, if you just close your, well, will you be able to see what I'm doing? Or you can watch this video back,
I'll watch it back.
Okay. So this darker shade, we're going to apply this on the lower lid across the lash line. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, and this is key with this because I don't want you thinking you've got to be perfect, because this will look perfect just because it's so smudgy. And then you're just going to smudge it up. Now, you apply this to your lid. The more you apply, the darker the colour. Now, in a minute, I don't know if you can see this, if you close your eyes and turn, but this will start to glimmer. That's it. If you just turn, that's it. You can see it's got an iridescence on it, okay? So that you can see that Katie's eye is giving that lovely mesmerising look. Now, Katie, I know that you like me to give you like a little eye lift, don't you, typically when I do your makeup?
Yeah. Who doesn't want that?
So when you're doing this, and this is a good tip for you to do at home, when you're when you want to give your eye a lift, you need to apply your eyeshadow looking directly at the mirror with your eyes open and your eyes resting how they normally would, okay?
Yeah.
So
not like that.
Not like that. You're going to look straight forward, okay? Because you need to see where you want the lift, okay? Now, typically, the lift is going to be...
Yeah, let me move this over a little tiny bit.
Typically, the lift is going to be natural, that's it, here, okay? So what you're going to do is take this and you're just going to plot out where you want that lift. There, okay? Then
it's almost higher than you normally do it.
Higher than you normally do it, okay? Then close your eyes. Then you're just going to, you know where you need to take your colour up to, and then you're just going to fill. Now, typically, most women will find that this line here is a millimetre or two above their natural socket, okay? And by going into, sorry, I just need to come forward and blend. By going into just above your socket and blending, when you have your eyes open, this is where you're going to see the lift.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're just going to now layer up the colour.
I like the fact that they're pencils. Somehow it just seems easier.
Yeah, because it's literally just painting on and then you're just blending with your finger. Don't worry if you make a mess, because you can go and tidy up after with a Q-tip, okay? This is all about creating a look that's achievable, easy, but we really want it to look like you've had me there on the day.
Yeah, because I've used these sticks before, but I've used the nighttime ones, because the nighttime ones are really lovely as well, but I've not used these ones.
So these are called Stay the Day. So anyone that likes a very soft soft, natural smoky eye will love these. Relax your eye. Okay, so you can see, giving a subtle eye lift there. Now we will add on to that. I'm going to do the other eye. So I've gone across the lid. Just make sure you're going backwards and forwards, because if you have an eyelid that's a little bit crepey, you want to go backwards and forwards, stretch the skin a little bit to get right into those little crevices.
I've only got real crepiness on one eye, not the other one.
Oh, I haven't noticed actually.
Oh, you've not looked at yourself in a 20 times mirror. You see a lot.
I wonder if it's because you're squinting more with one eye, because
maybe.
you'll have less eyesight in one. Okay, so you're going to open your eye now, rest your face, and then we're going to find out where we want that lift. So you're going to do this at home. You're then going to mark out where you want your lift. So it's there.
It's almost like a little template, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a little template. Then you're going to close your eye. Okay, so you've got your mark there, and then you're just going to fill. Now, the colour that you want to do, obviously I'm using this, but if you've got eyeshadows at home you want to try this with, you want to find a colour that is, you know, just a few shades darker than your natural skin tone. Something, I mean, you can use any colour, but you certainly don't want to use a colour that's lighter than your skin tone on any hood, because that's just going to push the hood forward.
Yeah.
It's got to be darker, because the darkness pushes the look of the hood backwards and creates an optical illusion.
Yeah, that's the trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
To create that illusion of lift.
Yeah.
Really helpful. When you told me about the eye crease, because I always just went in, you know, to my socket.
Yeah.
And doing it just a little bit above, it makes such a difference.
Yeah, just a tiny bit above. Okay, let's look in the mirror. Yeah, that's looking nice. Okay, so this side always looks a bit darker because maybe it is darker. You've got shadow coming in. But
we've not got professional lighting.
We've not got professional lighting. But I think it's a good idea that when you do your makeup on the day, you take a handheld mirror and you go up to different, you're going to look in different, well, hopefully natural light. Yeah. It's really important. And if you can't get natural light, then you make sure wherever you're doing your makeup, it's got the most flat light. Because what you don't want is like lamps. When you're doing your makeup and you've got lamps, like if we had a lamp here, it's going to create
it's going to cast a big shadow.
A big shadow here. So you want your face to be flooded with light.
All the time.
All the time, yeah. Okay, now we're going to go in. So we've done this darker shade. We're now going to go in with a slightly lighter shade. And we're going to add this over the top. Just in the middle.
So is that on the lid, just on the lid?
Yeah, just on the lower lid, just in the middle. Because this is going to create a pop of iridescence, a pop of radiance on your lid, which is going to make your eyes really, I won't say pop out, because you don't want them to pop out.
Not on the big day.
But I know you're wearing your glasses, and I want your eyes really looking...
to dazzle.
To dazzle. So you can see just by putting it in the middle here, bring it a little bit closer. Can you see? Just by putting it in the middle there. I'll do it again so you can see at home. Just in the middle there, it creates this touch of light. Really, really pretty. We're going to do the other side. Again, please forgive me if this isn't perfect. It's incredibly difficult.
Makeup from behind.
Looking in a phone and...
Yeah, I won't be doing it from behind myself.
I'm just going to dab it on there. And the best thing about these sticks is, you know, they all work beautifully together. Okay? So let's look down to the mirror. Yeah, really nice. Okay, now, let's move that back a little bit. Just going to, sorry everyone, I just need to look at Katie from the front. I'm doing makeup from the side.
You get to see the back of her head.
I'm just going to blend out so it's all even.
what I love about these sticks, well, the other ones that I've used, the night ones, they stay on so well.
Yeah, and that's what you want, is
Yeah.
you want this staying on. You don't want this going anywhere.
Also with the shadow sticks, you don't really get a fallout. You know, sometimes with dye shadow, you end up with fallout.
Yeah, so we're creating this lovely mesmerising look here. Put a little bit more here for you, Katie. Then we want to further increase this lift here. So to do that, we are going to use this colour here, okay? I'm going to come around this side and we're going to do a little bit just under your brow arch. We're not taking this right the way across because that's just going to make this part look too heavy. Just under the brow arch.
That is really where your lift is, isn't it?
Yeah, just here, okay? Don't go here, just here. Blend it with your fingers so it all looks natural. And then we're going to put a little bit around your tear duct area here, just to add a shot of light.
Oh, I can't wait to see this result.
That's it. And then let's do the other side.
I'm going to say you're more professional that you can do it from behind looking in a phone. That makes you a real expert.
I mean, if I was doing this properly, like, you know, standing in front of you. And then
I mean, normally I'd have a glass of champagne. And
oh, yes, I haven't got you anything like that, have I?
I'll
You'll have a cup of tea.
Have
a cup of tea. Let's have a look. Yeah, looking really nice. Now, what I really want to do is take this mid-tone one and I'm going to run it underneath your lower lash line here, because I don't want your eye to look overly dark, but what I want is like a very subtle smokiness. Let's have a look. Yeah, lovely. And then I'm going to take this darker shade. You know, you've got the two shades here. I'm going to take this darker shade and just on the, look up for me, just on the outer corner here, I'm just going to build up a little bit of the colour there.
JP's not going to recognise me.
I know.
I think I'm 20 years younger.
Wow, he's going to be like, who are you? Okay, let's do the other side.
Until the next day.
And then so really pretty. And then you go in with a darker shade just at the corner, just enhance a little bit at the corner here. Now, because I know Katie's wearing her glasses, I will want her eyes to stand out just a touch more. So what I like to do is take a smudge proof dark brown liner. I don't want to use black. I love black, but I think it's going to be too harsh for this look. I just want to apply this to your upper waterline, just on the outer corners, okay?
Yep.
So if you look down for me, and then you're just literally tickling the roots of the lashes. So when your eyes close, it's not going to look like you've got any eyeliner on. Just going to dry that so it doesn't smush. Okay, so if you close your eyes now, you know, you can't see any of the eyeliner there. Open your eyes to me. But we've just intensified Katie's eyes just by putting on the upper waterline there. And the reason we do this is because we want eyes to look bigger, and by putting eyeliner on the top, not necessarily going to close up the eye, but we just want to keep your eyes...
Make it look heavier.
We don't want it to look too heavy. So let's do the other side, excuse me. Look down. If you're someone that struggles with doing this at home, then I'll show you another really good tip.
Yeah, before I was always worried about doing it, but now I don't even think about it.
No, it's one of the things that becomes very, very easy. But if you did struggle, you could just go from this area here and just sort of tickle the roots there. You do get a little bit, but not much.
And again, with that pencil, what I like about it is that it does stay on. Like once it's on, it's on.
Yeah, it really is. It's very malleable, but once it sets, it really does set. So that's just, it doesn't look like your eyes are heavy, but it's just enough to create a little bit more definition without looking too heavy. So we're going to do mascara. Now, this mascara creates length. It's fantastic for eyes that need to look more, I don't think your eyes need to look more open, but when you want that really open, wide-eyed look, and it's smudge proof.
Yeah.
Which
I'll need for a wedding.
Yes.
When I'm crying, when I realise what I've done.
So look forward and look down. So I just get the mascara right on the root, like that, hold, and then lift up. Now you'll notice when I use this mascara, I'm not wiping off the wand here because this mascara contains little lash particles that stick to your lashes to make your lashes look longer. It's basically lash extensions in a tube. But you don't have to worry, these lash extensions will not fall off. They don't irritate you don't irritate your eye, they don't stop with contact lenses.
And my eyes tend to water quite a lot and it doesn't budge.
No, it really doesn't. When you do it, just take it out like that, knock the top off like that, and then you're good to go. If you find you've got too much on there, wipe the wand off with tissue, put it back in, and then start. But do not wipe like that because you'll wipe the lash extension particles off.
And you want those on your lashes.
And you want those on your lashes. This is a very, very unique formula that really does create the most stunning lashes.
Yeah, it's so good.
And then once I've really kind of layered up, I will just bounce on the tips to add lash extensions to the tips so that I'm really building up that length. And I'll take the wand, the thin part, and I'll really start building out the outer corners because I know you like your outer corner lashes to look really long. So it gives you the look of lash extensions. Right, so I'll do another layer. Katie, on the day you can decide how much you want.
Well, the trouble is I always want to be natural and I end up putting loads on, but I love both looks. I like it natural and I really like it full.
I think for your wedding, I think you need to have really long, fluttery lashes.
Yeah.
You know, like this.
And again,
to me.
with my glasses on, you really can, it just helps your eyes stand out,
yeah,
doesn't it?
It really does. So because this is smudge proof, we can put it on Katie's lower lash line. I'm just going to wait for that to dry before I do that, and I'm going to come and do the other side. But that looks really lovely. Very mesmerising.
Oh, thank you.
Very mesmerising. And I think as well, there's this thing where people are like, oh, don't put shimmer on your eye, but if you just put a little bit here, it really just brings you. I mean, I've got this mascara on. I do not have lashes like this. This gives me them, but a little bit of light there just
it
pops.
really makes all the difference.
Yeah,
doesn't
it really does. Okay, so Katie, what are you doing about your vows?
Do you know, I haven't even thought about that. Do I have to do something?
Well, I would have thought so.
Oh, I thought I just have to say I do. Do you think I should write something?
Yeah, I do.
Will you help me?
ChatGPT?
Yes, lovely, thank you. While I'm outside the church.
Look down for me. Yeah, I think you should. Maybe get Jean-Paul to do the same. I think it'd be really nice.
Oh, gosh knows what he's going to say. But I asked him what he was doing last night because he was on his phone for ages.
Yeah.
He's looking for something to wear on Vinted.
Oh.
No, don't get me wrong. I do.
Now, the
love
Americans
that.
don't know what Vinted is.
Well, it's like second-hand clothes.
Like an eBay.
Like an eBay for clothes, basically. And
it's amazing.
I love it.
We're addicted to it, aren't we?
We are totally addicted to it. But he mentioned something about he'd seen a nice pair of check trousers, which I was quite worried about. Each to their own.
He's going to reap at the bear.
Yeah, exactly. Got a scarf. So I'm sort of. I just said to him, "Look, you do what you want to do. I want him to feel comfortable in what he's wearing."
Yeah.
He did originally say he was going to go as Han Solo, and I put a stop to that.
Yeah, I think you both got to feel like your best selves, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he pulls off a good style, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he's got such a big beard. He's got quite long hair, which he's going to tie up and look neat and tidy. But yeah, he'll look lovely. He's got a lovely little face.
Okay. Ooh, that looks good, Katie. Okay, so whilst I do the lower lashes, Now, how long have you been together with Jean-Paul?
So about 30 odd years.
30 years.
It's a long time, isn't it?
So, give us advice.
Well, I'll give you advice.
Right, look up for me.
I'll tell you how I met him as well, because I was walking down the road near where I lived, and he pulled over, and my friends that I were with knew his friends. So they were like, oh, I met these guys, they're really nice. And so we got together. He swears that I was the one that chased him. That is not what
We
happened.
do not chase
We
any
do
guy.
not chase. So he basically was like, oh, whereabouts? He dropped me back and my friends. And then the next day he came and knocked on my door and was like, hi, would you like to go out? So that was quite brave. The fact that he'd come back and asked me out. So that was really sweet. Advice-wise, I think it's about picking your battles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that we both have the same values. And I think sometimes when they do things that annoy you, I'm sure there's plenty of things that I do that annoy him, but it's not always picking them out. If it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Let it go. We're not all perfect.
Right, just 1 second, okay. I've discovered that I find it really hard doing your lower lash line when you're chatting.
I will stay mute.
Hang on, yeah, perfect. Sorry, everyone, just while I do Katie's lower lash line.
So do you think I get to have a song as well?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, what song will you have?
Goodness knows.
Well, John Paul's favourite song came on the other day. His favourite song.
Oh, Journey.
Journey.
Yeah.
Just a small town girl.
Don't Stop Believing. But then our love songs together, we always used to like Bread. You heard
What's
Bread?
that one?
Bread. They're like a 1970s group, and they're very it's
How does that one go?
It's like the Carpenters. They're like the Carpenters.
But has it got meaningful lyrics?
No, I don't think. I think just when we first met,
you didn't meet in the 70s.
No, but that's what we used to listen to, and we used to go on holiday. We have driving holidays, and then you have a playlist.
Yeah.
So,
what is funny is that you said about the song Journey when Crispin and I got together. That was we'd go out. I'd say go out dancing. That sounds so dead.
Night on the Tiles.
The last song of the night would always be Journey. Just a small town, and we'd always be like, yeah!
How did Crispin propose to you?
It was...
Because I came to your wedding, but I don't know about the proposal.
It was just randomly. I came home and look up for me. And it was a Monday night and the front door was open. Of course, my first thing was, he's left the front door open. Typical! I'm Crispian! Yeah, he left the front door open. So I was like, oh, what's he left the front door open for? And then as I walked in, there was all helium balloons filled everywhere. I thought, what's he done? And then he walked down the stairs with... that film The Wedding Singer with Drew Barrymore?
Yes, I love that film.
There's a song in it that goes like, I want to grow old with you.
Yeah.
And he came down the stairs with that song on a speaker, and he's very
a
sweet.
real romantic, Crispian, isn't he? Though it's like he is a very lovely romantic.
I would say on special occasions,
not on a day-to-day basis.
No, he's very, very thoughtful.
Yeah,
very thoughtful. Just adding a touch of blush here. Because now I've done your eye makeup, and this is a really good tip. Once you've done your eye makeup, you can kind of see how much more makeup your face can take. So I'm just going to put a touch more blush. Because, I want you to look like a English rose.
Oh, lovely.
And this is the part when I'm doing someone's makeup where I'm like, okay, I've tipped the hair back perhaps. I want to see their hair.
Or how it's
going to look, because then I start looking at, okay, what am I going to do for lipstick? Now, because your eyes are going to be the centre stage, I want to keep your lips quite natural. Quite natural. So it doesn't, nothing actually, don't take this wrong, I don't want anything on your face to overly stand out. I want it all to look very much like it all just fits in together. Okay, so great tip when you're doing your makeup, if you've got a bright coloured lip that you like to wear, put that on first, then do your eye makeup, because you get a balance of okay, how much eye makeup can I take?
Yeah.
Typically, because we've played up your eyes, we want to keep your lips quite neutral. But if you're wearing quite a bright colour, you'd put your lipstick on first, then see how much eye makeup you can take, if that makes sense. Right. One thing I always love to do is apply a lip liner, okay? Because as we get older, we get these little lines here, and it's not from smokers. Well, I've never smoked, but you still get these lines. It's loss of collagen. You know, your kind of skin starts almost folding in on itself. So by using a lip liner, it strengthens the look of your lip line. Plus, the way we're going to apply this lip liner is we're going to line your lips, fill your lips, and then put the lipstick on top. It means that as your lipstick wears off, your liner will wear off at the same time, because what you don't want to do is put lip liner on, then a lipstick, and your lipstick wears off, your lip liner hasn't, and then you've just got this ring around your mouth. So this lip liner works for most people. It's very natural. You want to go for a pinky brownie shade, and then I'm going to start from the corner and I'm going to follow your natural lip line. Now, top tip, when you're doing your lips, and I'll show you myself, when you're doing your lips and you want your lips to look fuller, sorry, big extreme close up, sorry. You want to go here. There's kind of like a white line on everyone's lips. Katie, if you come close, look down for me. Actually look down, you'll see, can you see this kind of white line? That's the line we want to get the lip line on, okay? So we're going to go from the corner, and we're really going to try to get onto that line there, because this will make your lips look slightly fuller, okay? And then take it to the Cupid's bow. Okay, then we'll do from the middle, we'll go to the corner here. And again, I'm getting right on that rim of that line.
I like how you sketch it on.
Yeah, and when I'm doing the line, I'm not worried, it's like little sketching, and then you're going to delicately fill, doesn't have to be perfect, but just put a few dabs onto the meaty part of the lip. And if you open your lips to me, it's really important to get this meaty part of the lip here as well, because so often people don't put lipstick there. But if you get your lipstick in this centre bit, it makes your lips look fuller. Okay? So I'm just dabbing on. Also, this really helps your lipstick stay on for longer when you put a little bit of liner underneath. And then let's do the other side.
You can see, even I can see that looks larger.
Yeah. Your eyes are mesmerising. Ooh.
I'm taken for, so...
I'm actually getting married now.
When I told Crispin, I said we were getting married. He went, what, you and Katie? I was like, no, you're married.
We went, we're going to Vegas. He went, are you? I went, Crispin, I'm married to you. Katie's my best mate.
Someone's like explaining to him weddings.
We're so close, aren't we? That even my husband's like, what, are you getting married? Like, it's like this sort of... what? Oh, funny. Okay, so... other side. This is really easy for you to do at home. Practice. Seriously, you'd need about 2 practices. Sorry, Kate, we're going to need to look at me because I've gone over the edge. Sorry, everyone. She just needs to look at me. Very, very difficult doing it from the side. Okay. Now, if you're using a lip liner at home that you've already got, try and find a lip liner that's, I'd say, 2 shades darker than your natural lip colour. 2 shades darker. That shade will pretty much work with any lipstick you choose to put on top. Okay? So just go 2 shades darker than your... Oh, Katie! That looks so nice. Put your head down naturally for me. Yeah, pretty. Okay, so the lip... Oh, you can move back a little bit now. That's it. So the lipstick we're going to use is this shade here.
What's it called?
Well, it's actually called the Bride, this shade, but it's a beautiful shade. It's very natural. When you see it on the lips,
it's nice.
it's beautiful. So I'm going to put a little bit. You don't have to apply it with a lip brush, but remember what I said earlier in this video is when you apply things with thin layers, it helps the lipstick stay on for longer. Sorry, I'm coming in front of you. So we're just going to paint this on the lips. And I might get a gloss. Tash!
Oh, she can't. She's got
Oh, she
headphones
can't
on.
hear. I wanted someone to get... Katie,
I can grab one.
maybe...
Oh.
Sorry, Tash is her. Tash? Yeah? You know Delilah Shade Jewel gloss? Yeah. Or any radiant gloss that's in my makeup kit? Yeah. Would you be able to grab it for me? Thank you, dude.
It should be with all the lipsticks, Tash.
Because what I'm thinking is I want to put a touch of gloss right in the middle there. And that's just going to bring your lips forward even more. And even if you're someone that doesn't like wearing lip gloss. Oh, lovely, Tash, thank you. Even if you're someone that doesn't like wearing lip gloss, just putting a touch of like a shade such as this in the middle gives you that beautiful bee stung fuller lip look. Yeah, really nice. So let's just apply this here. And then in a sec, I'm going to show you finishing touches that everyone can do with their makeup that just takes their makeup to the next level.
That's the makeup artist in you.
L'Oreal. Okay, so that looks beautiful on you, Katie. Not that you can see because you haven't got your glasses.
No, but I'll take your word for it. I know I don't look red, so I'm okay with that.
So we're going to take this gloss here and you'll see it's got a really iridescentness to it. And when this just goes on the centre of the lip, it really does give you this really stunning lip look. Especially if you're someone that doesn't like to wear gloss because you, for whatever reason, just apply it in the lower lip like this. Wow. I mean, it just makes your lips look incredible.
Juicy.
Yeah, really juicy. Now, finishing touches that you can do on the day, anyone can do on the day, I'm going to share with you. Okay, first things first is I will always, after I finish someone's makeup or my own makeup, I go back in with just a touch of this Rested and Youthful and apply it to areas where I'm like, I just need to perfect, okay? So I'm going to do that now, and I'm just going to do that in areas where I'm like, just a touch.
Just little key areas.
Yeah. Now for this, I'm putting, typically, if I wasn't doing bridal makeup, I would go straight in like this, which you would do at home. But because I'm doing bridal makeup and I want it to be very, very exact, I'm taking a small brush and applying it where I need it, okay? But, you know, you wouldn't need to do this, Katie. You can just apply as you like.
I'll just blob it on.
Yeah, blob it on. Okay. Now, areas there where to perfect is here in the inner corner of the eye. Just dab. You're not going to wipe, you're going to dab, because that dabbing motion keeps all the other makeup in place. And I'm going to create a shot of light here. Down the centre of the nose. Because I want, now I'm creating perfection, okay? You don't have to do this. But this is, if I was here on the day of your makeup, this is what I would be doing.
Because that's the thing, we're getting married, I think, about 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So I'll obviously be putting my makeup on in the morning, and then we're going out for dinner afterwards. So I'm just going to take that with me in the lipstick.
Yeah,
and
perfect.
I can just top up, can't I?
A little bit around the nostril. Blend in. And I'm using...
I can't wait to actually see this.
Oh, I hope you like it. I think you will. I think you will. Well, I know your face very, very well, because obviously a little bit in the centre of the chin.
As I do yours.
Yeah. Like that. All these areas of perfection, can you see? I'm going to put a touch around here because I know
Yeah, I get a bit of shadowing
get
there.
a bit of shadowing there. Blend. This is going to create a bit of height to the cheekbone. Can you see? Just shots of light. That's all I want is shots of light. Again, you don't have to do this. I'm just showing you what I would do if I was there on your big day doing your makeup.
I'm sad that you're not.
Well, I'm actually just really happy you're getting married. So, you know, I'm just like, not that you have to get married, but I just think
But we've been talking about it
you've
for a
been
long time.
talking about it for so long, and I don't think anyone has to get married.
Just life gets in the way as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
If you do it
I
early
think
on.
it doesn't make a relationship, that's for sure. But I think if you want to get married and you've been wanting to for a long time, I'm just really, really happy that you are, because it's just a magical it's a magical day. And actually, we were saying, wasn't it? Jean Paul was a bit like, oh yeah, get married. And then as soon as it's all booked, he's like, oh,
He's got
get
really
married.
excited,
He's got really
yeah.
excited. Actually, when I married Crispian, he was always not too bothered about getting married. He was like, what's the point? But for me, I wanted to. And actually, after we were married, he was like, I love it. I just love, just love being married. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit just on that light bit there. And then I'm going to show a finishing touch that will just take everything to the next level. Remember, I did a little bit in the middle. This is kind of creating the look now of a beauty filter light where I'm applying it.
I feel like a
Can you
model.
see? It's just like that perfection, you know. Then, remember I used this under your makeup? I'm now going to apply a little bit. This is that lovely radiance. Just in key areas now, I'm going to apply it on the tops of your cheekbones, down the centre of your nose, just to create this really beautiful radiance. So that when you turn your face throughout the day, the light's going to catch your skin and you're just going to look really, really radiant and glowy.
No, that's what I want. Thing is, when your skin looks radiant, it looks younger as well,
Yes,
doesn't it?
so smile for me. Can you see? Can you see that radiant? Well, you can't because you haven't got your glasses on.
I'm not even sure it's you.
Yeah. Who's touching my face? Is that Jean Paul?
I'm not even sure it's me.
Oh, Katie, it looks so lovely on you. I'm so excited.
I can't wait to see.
Okay.
I'm hoping I can do it. I'll take a picture and I'll send it to you.
Yeah. But you'll be able to watch this back and
Yeah.
fast forward all the bits where I'm chatting. Fast forward all the boring bits.
Thank you as well. Thank you for doing this for me.
Oh, no, I love it. Such a, it's just such an honour. A little bit on the Cupid's bow.
They'll be used for kissing.
Yeah.
So you need to look now.
I'm actually going to even use a little bit of this in the middle of your lid, just to add a touch more radiance on your lid. So I'm now taking this Cosmic Glow. So if you want to add some radiance to your eyes and you haven't got what we've got, just adding a bit onto the eyes there. Just to add can you see that's just added such a massive shot of radiance and it's just brought the whole face to life. So all I've done, sorry, Kate.
Oh, she loves me.
God. I've taken a shot of the Cosmic Glow and I've taken an eye brush, I've dabbed it in, and then I've simply dabbed it over the top on the middle of the eyelid. And then I won't even blend it, I'll just let that set. Oh, Katie, look at you. Okay, let me clean my hands. I'll put your glasses on you.
Oh, it's like a big reveal.
Oh, it's like a big reveal. And then, actually, we haven't got a, oh, you can see in the thing, can't you? Right, let's put your glasses on.
This is exciting.
Da-da-da-da.
Doesn't it? It's like stars in your eyes.
Stars in your eyes.
Oh, Katie.
Do you like it?
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that is incredible. I can't even believe that's the same person.
Of course it is. Hang on.
Look how
If
the
you
blue
come,
eyes look.
I'll take this off so you can come closer for everyone to see at home.
Right, let me knock this over. Look.
Yeah. Just beautiful, beautiful skin.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
amazing. And do you know what else? It doesn't look like I've got loads of makeup on.
No,
I mean,
I
I can see that I've got makeup
yeah.
on, but it's not
Yeah.
so intense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
lovely. Thank you, Katie.
Oh,
Oh,
how
thank you.
exciting!
Thank you.
And can we just say, I know we posted earlier that Katie was getting married. The amount of support,
Yes,
the
that's
amount
such
of
lovely
messages, just honestly, just really, well, it's just lovely.
The
wasn't
girls
it,
in the
Katie?
office are like, do you know this person? Do you know this person? I'm like, no, but they've written really lovely
Yeah,
messages. So thank
so
you so
nice.
much. It's so kind.
Thank you so much for watching, especially if you've watched this till the end. We really, truly, truly, truly appreciate it. We really do. Sending you all lots of love.
Yes, thank you so
Here's
much.
to love, everyone. Here's to love.
Love wins. Love wins.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Use code 20 for 20% off 3 mature makeup must-haves in my store, Beauty and the Boutique.